The Real Madrid game against Real Betis was an interesting game. Mbappe's first goal for the club in La Liga, well, his first two goals. Well, the first half, it was underwhelming to say the least. It felt like we had chances to score the goals, but we were also giving them a lot of chances. And I would say the attack wasn't really effective in the first half because we were trying to move long balls and trying to play long balls on the ground and through balls, but it wasn't really working. That's the one thing I would say. And now, trying to dictate the play from deep, there's no one doing that. And over the past few games I've watched of Real Madrid, I've seen we need Toni Kroos. We need a Toni Kroos. Even though Valverde has been incredible, we need a Toni Kroos. A dictator from deep. Going from the back to the front, Courtois made some pretty good saves, but he wasn't necessarily busy. He just joined in the distribution of the ball. Didn't really do too much. And Eder Militao, amazing game. He had a lot of defensive headers, and he was heading back and heading forwards and trying to find the likes of Mbappe, the likes of Vinicius, even Rodrigo. Sometimes they would drift onto the left. I watched the game when the match actually happened, but I watched the game again later on. I watched it just now, and the one thing I realized is, in that first half, we were so bad. Creativity-wise, we were so bad, so poor. In that first half, I don't think we passed together and put a full play together. It was just haram football. I was sometimes we would hit the ball long, sometimes we would just try to, slip a play in, but it wasn't working. Danny Ceballos lost the ball several times. It was just strange. It was really strange. And you try to, get the team to work and gel, but it's still not working. It's the same precedent that has been set from the start of the season, where in the first half we don't play good, and then in the second half we play well. And this is an issue that's been happening repeatedly, and it needs to be fixed. We can't continue like this. All in all, we still won the game. Eder Militao, like I said, did really well. But Rudiger didn't really have that much to do, to be honest with you. He was just supporting. Courtois probably gave him a 6 because he didn't really have anything to do, realistically. Well, maybe 7. 7 is about fair. And Eder Militao, 7. 7, he played well. Rudiger, 7 as well. Eder Militao actually played better than Rudiger in this game. Not that Rudiger was bad. Eder Militao was just more busy because they were actually hoofing the balls to Eder Militao's side. So, probably give Militao an 8. Mendy, classic Mendy, didn't really do anything attacking, whereas defensively it was fine, but attacking-wise, nothing. 6. Carvalho, classic Carvalho, did well, defended well. Even sometimes he was getting exposed a bit, but all in all, he was fine. He grew into the game, I think. So, 7. Tchouameni, he actually played well. Very combative. He actually did some passes. I was like, okay, I see what you're doing. Defensively, the clearances and everything, I think Tchouameni did well. He actually played a really decent game. Valverde was incredible. So good. Probably our best player so far in this season. He's just put up, his light, ever since Kroos left, his light it went from this to just this. His light has just been shining in that midfield. It's been ridiculous. The assist, his all-around play, the defensive capabilities of this guy, and just keeps running and running and running. And you're just like, God damn. Does this guy never stop? Honestly, incredible. The passes he made today, the link up, the dribbling, the defense. This is just incredible, honestly. To be honest with you, Valverde was immeasurable today. I would probably say he's my man of the match, to be honest with you. Even though Mbappe got 2 goals, Valverde played incredibly well. Incredibly well. Dani Ceballos. Get that bird to Saudi, man. Some of the passes he made, he just lost possession for no reason. And I was like, can't you be more tidy on the ball? We probably need someone better in that position. But I guess Carlo Ancelotti just wanted to use him today. I would rather play Arda or Brian from the start instead of Dani Ceballos, but it is what it is. Thankfully, it came off. Rodrigo, he really wasn't in the game as much as I'd want him to be. He was just on the right. And sometimes he would just drift to the left. And there was this cluster of Vinicius here and Rodrigo right behind him and Mbappe up front. But they were all on the left side. It was just like, bruh, he did grow into the game, but he wasn't like too bad, but he wasn't in the game. That's the one thing I'll say about Rodrigo. But he did make some really good movements, some really good plays, but it's not enough. It's not what I want to see from Rodrigo, if you know what I mean. But it was okay. It was okay. I give him a 7. I didn't give Valverde a rating, or Dani Ceballos, or Tchouaméni. So Tchouaméni, 7. Played really well. Ceballos, 6. Nothing needs to be said there. Valverde, 9. Man of the match for me, to be honest with you. And who else? Kylian Mbappe. He scored the 2 goals, so I have to give him also a 9. His movement was really good today, but he was also dropping deep in the first half. And I was like, why does he keep doing this? But I think it's from Carlo Ancelotti, because all of them do this. Vinicius does the same thing. Rodrigo does the same thing. Mbappe is doing the same thing. He's dropping deep. And I was like, why are you dropping deep? But I guess it's something they've been told to do. Mbappe's movement today was much better, but he was drifting to the left, right. I still feel like he's not match sharp yet, because the same finishes you would expect him to make, and he's just this close, and he's not getting there, and you're just there like, please just do it, please just put your foot to it, please just turn quicker and just finish this. He's this close, but he's not there yet, is what I would say. And I think he needs more games. So we're patient, but yeah, he needs to work on that. I think it's match sharpness, and eventually he will get that. It's just a matter of time. And overall, his play was good. I actually enjoyed him today. But Vinicius today, enjoyed him too. The first half, non-existent. He wasn't in the game at all. He was trying to affect the game, but he was getting dispossessed. In the second half, sparked into life and started playing well. The dribbles, the flicks, Jogo Bonito came out. Everything came out. He was doing the outside curler. He has the outside curler on lock. The amount of times he does it is ridiculous. And he just does it with so much precision. Mbappe, just this close. But it is what it is. Vinicius actually, I think, played well in the second half. First half, non-existent at all. As I said, that first half was just so poor. But second half, we grew into the game a lot more. But Vinicius actually, I think, played well. He started cooking that right back eventually when the second half started. But in the first half, horrendous. Moving on from Vinicius, the substitutes, Endrick, when he came on, this is the one thing I love about Endrick. I need him to be given more chances, because I feel like his movement, ridiculously good. And that needs to be taken into account, for me, to be honest. Modric came on, did what Modric does, the touch, the class on the ball, just certain controls are just like, damn, so good. Brahim Diaz came on too. Let's not forget Brahim Diaz. I love Brahim Diaz. It was him that got the penalty with Vinicius. Well, he played the ball to Vinicius. That game was just, it was a good game, but I feel like these are the building blocks to us eventually, getting our stride in the league and actually dominating. And that's the one thing I would say about the game. But I enjoyed it. All in all, not a bad game. Vinicius gets a 7, Mbappe gets a 9, Rodrigo gets a 6 because he wasn't really in the game. Brahim gets a 7 for me. I really enjoyed Brahim. Frank Garcia, he came into the match replacing Mendy. Much better going forward. I don't know why we're still playing Mendy. I would rather play Frank Garcia. I've said this for a long time. Even this season, Frank Garcia is going bigger. He's going more defensively resolute, I think. And he's just been so much better. So I would play Frank Garcia over Mendy. Frank Garcia, I'm giving him a 7. Modric, I'm giving him a 7. I mean, we won the game. Everyone gets a good rating for the most part. But yeah, that was all for the game. Carlo Ancelotti, 7. 7.5, maybe. Because he did change it in the second half. And we saw differences. The game was good. It was good. But these are the building blocks. It wasn't as good as we wanted to be. But it's getting there, is what I would say. So, have a lovely day. And I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.